that this was the first time in the University of Bath that a living standard of judgment, carrying that energy and that value of a passion for compassion, being accepted as a legitimate academic judgment for evaluating and accounting for what the researcher was doing as an action researcher. But I do want to just pause there, because I'm very aware, as Michael did for an hour, you know, it's something about being with an audience and trying to see, are you captivating the imagination? Are you communicating in a way that resonates with something that matters and actually then gets a response? Because my website has got the open dialogue forums for people to contribute to. And it's in the hope that these kind of, what might be just one-off sessions, can actually be something which can develop over years of communication and inquiry together. Because if it is just a one-off, then in a way, this kind of session hasn't worked in action research and systemic influence terms, because we do need, I think, to learn what it is to collaborate over time. So can I just pause there and just ask, does that communicate something significant in relation to this whole idea of new standards of judgment, this sense of an embodied expression of energy, which I hope you can feel with me, and I certainly felt it with both of you as you were presenting, coupled with values? So there's a passion there for compassion. I feel it very firmly in terms of an educational responsibility. That's why I sometimes intervene in sessions like with Michael Cole to say, well, you know, are you fulfilling your educational responsibility when the values that you're explicitly espousing are contradicted by your very form of pedagogy? And it's not easy to question, you know, in that kind of size of audience. But do just say now, in terms, please, has that communicated something significant or not? You know, it'd be very helpful for me to know.
Yes.
Thank you.
All the way back here.
Thank you. It's that. And just as you said that, and again, there was that life and vitality that I could feel from here. And Marianne Dad's, a friend of mine, has been developing this idea of empathetic validity. She's published a paper on it. And we've been working on this sense, and you'll see it in my paper, of empathetic resonance. So just as you said that, I was actually feeling that, not just a linear connection, but it was your energy brought into the space with the yes. And then there was a laughter around the room, you know, that I was responding to. Now, it's that I'm saying we've got to learn how to bring into our action research accounts as legitimate academic knowledge, which is often eliminated from our traditional forms of scholarship. And if you like, that's the central message that really I was hoping to communicate. But to leave you, hopefully, that you will access that actionresearch.net page. Because if you look at that and think of this as now not just as something on a screen, but an electronic portal which is bringing in the resources for the UK. I've done this in November in South Africa, and I was able to show at the University of Durban how these resources from all over the world were flowing into that room. That the master's dissertations I was showing, the doctoral dissertations, they were flowing through that electronic portal around us. But there wasn't one person in the room that had actually moved it the other way. So at the University of Durban, not one person had put their action research on the web to share it globally. Now that's changed. So since I actually did that workshop, and I was there for 4 weeks, they've now got at least 15 proposals to show it in August of action researchers that are now beginning to put their material on the web, share it globally, so that that can then move the other way. It's like having in this room now all your embodied knowledge as educators being made available and shareable to others. So you'll see in my paper that this is what I've been advocating. Okay? That's mine.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.